Hi, welcome back. In this video I'm going to show you how to add sequences of numbers fast. Let's start with this sequence of numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. all the way up to 100. What's the answer? Sounds impossible, doesn't it? Now this may sound like a huge task, but there's actually a way of simplifying it. Let's write these numbers down again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going all the way up to 100. Okay, let's write them down again, but this time in the reverse order. 100, 99, 98, 97, all the way down to 1. Now, if we add these two rows together, we're going to get, in every case, 101. So we have a grand total here of 100 lots of 101. And that equals 10,100. But that's twice as many as we need, because you've got one row here and one row here. So to get just one row, we just need to halve this. So it's 10,100 divided by 2. And that is 5,050. And that's the answer. Okay, let's try that again, but we're going to think about it in a different way. We've got the numbers 1 to 100. What's the middle number? Do you think it's 50 or 51? Well, I'll tell you, there isn't a middle number on this sequence because we have an even number of terms here. The theoretical middle is actually 50.5. So 50.5 is the average, and we've got 100 terms, then the total is going to be 50.5 times 100. In other words, it's 5,050, same as we had above. Okay, let's try a different sequence. Let's try the sequence 10, 11, 12, etc., going up to, say, 20. How are we going to add those? Well, let's do it both ways again. We can do 10, 11, 12, all the way up to 20. And we can write it down again in the reverse order. So it's 20, 19, 18, all the way down to 10. Now, these now all add up to 30. And how many terms are there from 10 up to 20? Well, actually, there's not 10, there's 11. So we have 11 lots of 30, which is 330. But this is twice as much as we need, so we've got to halve this. So halving 330 gives us 165, and that's our answer. Alternatively, we could have said, what's the middle term here? Well, as we have an odd number of terms, the middle term is an exact number, and it's 15. So we've got a middle term of 15, which if we multiply that by 11, because there are 11 terms, again we get 165. Let's explore these two numbers a bit further. 15 is the average. How do we find an average? Well, we could take the last term and add it to the first term and divide it by 2. That works. That gives us 30 over 2, which is 15. So to get the first number, all we need to do is take the first term, add it to the last term, and divide by 2. We'll remember that for future reference. What about the 11? That's the number of terms. Well, to get the number of terms, what we always do is we take the first term, we take away the first term, which gives us 10, and then we always add on 1, and that gives us the 11. So in other words, it was the first term less the last term plus 1. So combining these two, we can say that to add a sequence, we just need to multiply these terms together. So it's the first term less the last term plus 1 multiplied by the first term plus the last term divided by 2. And that will add any sequence for us. So let's try a few. Okay, let's just write our formula down again. It was the first term less the last term plus 1 multiplied by the first term plus the last term divided by 2. Okay, that gives us a sum for the entire sequence. Okay, let's choose a sequence. Let's try 3 plus 4 plus 5 all the way up to 12. Okay, first term less the last term plus 1. I'm going to choose this as the first term. It doesn't actually matter which way we go. So the first term is 12, the last term is 3, and plus 1 multiplied by first term plus the last term, which is 12 plus 3, divided by 2. Okay, so this is 9 plus 1 is 10, multiplied by 15 divided by 2, which was 7.5. So the answer here is 75. And if you check that on the calculator, you'll see that's right. Let's try another one. Let's go for 100, 101, 102, all the way up to 125. Okay, first minus the last, so that's 125 less 100, and then add on 1 is the first term, and the second term is first plus last, so it's 125 plus 100 divided by 2. This gives us 26, and this gives us 225 divided by 2, which is 112.5. Okay, multiplying these together gives us 112.5 times 26 equals 2925. 2925, and that is the answer. Now let's try this one. Minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, all the way up to 8. Okay, first from last, plus 1, multiplied by first plus last, divided by 2. This equals 14. multiplied by 3 over 2, 1.5. 1.5 14s is 21. And that's the answer. And that does actually make sense, because if you think that all the way from -5 up to 5 cancels out, and we're just left with 6, 7 and 8, and 6, 7 and 8 do actually add to 21. Okay, hope you found that useful. Please give me a like if you did. And if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe.